Good morning, respective employers across the country, irrespective of small, medium, and large organizations, be it managed professionally or it is a family run business. Whatever it is, however it is, industrial relations, on which topic I am Dr. D.C. Ray, going to give some insight on the entire perspective being in industry of various sizes across the country for more than 35 years. The subject, industrial relations, is known to each and everybody. Normally, it's a panic syndrome for employers, but there is no way out. We have to obey, we have to abide by, we have to comply, because constitutionally it has been given access to human rights, and more so in India, more than 40 laws are there which are governed the or which are governing the industrial management by the employers. Fallacy remains to the point that none of the law is in favor of the employers. None of the judiciary are in favor of the employers unless there are huge merits in the matter. My question remains, how do we perceive it? Industrial relations, wherever combination of manpower which makes the organization are there has to be relational point of view, otherwise organization does not exist. So relation is a key word, and the distinctive value we kept is employer versus employee. That does not only mean trade union or workers. Industrial relation is a holistic perspective, and employers need to focus on industrial relations, or call it employee relations, has to see the entirety of the perspective. Now, relation between what? Relation between employer-employee, productivity, industrial harmony, less industrial strife, less difference of opinion, less difference of conflicts, less difference of conflicts of interest. All these come within the purview of industrial relations. Now, human nature, if you go to the Maslow's law, basic needs are the primary driver, followed by others. Now, the basic need, there is no definition of basic need. There are degrees of basic needs maybe, but ideally nobody is satisfied. Nobody can be satisfied. God even could not satisfy everybody. So, how to strike a balance? There remains the question of how to manage, how to maintain the industrial relations or employee relations which are proactive, productive, positive and delivery oriented relation. So it's a two-way communication, two-way contribution, two-way perspective orientation and two-way clear understanding with a positive node. In industries, trade union has been the focus of industrial relations. Employers are always scared of trade unions. In many cases may not be. But at the same time, trade union is a body. If an organization can use it or use this body for the purpose of organization's productivity, value addition in the top and bottom line, lot of things are to do in a proactive way. Another factor remains in industrial relation is external influence. Normally that is either local influence or political influence. Whenever that goes, that takes a different dimension. So if an organization is capable to maintain its industrial or employee relations within the boundary of the industry or within the periphery of the industry, that becomes easier. External influence will be there normally because of there are so many reasons. I should not go to the politics, but yes, that's a factor. Healthy industrial relation or employee relation has some thumb rule foundations. How do we perceive the trade union movement within the industry, trade union thought process, trade unions philosophy, trade unions principles, at the same time employer perspective, employer thinking, employers proactiveness, employers justified way of administering the employee relations or industrial relations. That needs a thorough analysis, thorough study. Normally, we go by firefighting. Normally. But firefighting is something and strategically driven industrial relation is another. So, the organizations who are driving the industrial relations or employee relations in a strategic perspective, they are more successful, they can derive more benefit, more productivity, more output from the industrial relations or the body associated with that. For that, yes, long-term settlements will be there, industrial strikes will come, industrial disputes will come, all those will come. But from where? These are all from the difference in the opinion, difference in the perspective, difference in the understanding, and difference in the clarity of the situation. Often it could be observed that many organizations does not want to disclose the reality before the employees or before the industrial relations forum or before the trade unions or employees, whatever may we call. But the more the transparent the organization is in words, in fact, in reality, the understanding paradigm of industrial relations are more understood by the trade union or the bodies concerned with. So, need is how to strike a balance between the demand, not only monetary demand or facility demand of psychology is also there. They have to be psychologically satisfied to cope with or to strike balance between the employer-employee relations. More that is done, more beneficial situation should come and may come and can come and will come. For this, industrial relations practitioners and the top management of the organization has to work together to survey industrial relations scenario or employee relations scenario through various mechanisms, various tools, various methods to understand, analyze, go into the depth of the root cause of the differences of opinion that will help the organizations to design action plan and implement. And in that process, if an organization takes the trade union or like the bodies together as a part in that event, it becomes more and more easier. But in real practice, often it is understood, often it is seen, often it is observed from many case studies that there are certain mental blocks from both the end which makes them east and west relationship that should not arise. Windows should remain opened, doors should be remained open, discussion should be there, but discussion should be proactive, with reality, with facts, with transparency and with trust. One that is built. Now no harm in being their trade union 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. Everybody is human being, they need their own employment, everybody is concerned with their employment, nobody wants to sacrifice their employment, nobody wants to be poor losing a job or getting that factory is closed, industry is closed, business is shut down, so on and so forth. Nobody wants it, neither the employer nor the employees, but that happens. That happens only because of certain things which are very intricate, which are very strategic and very meticulous and very critical to understand. And for that purpose, top management as also the trade unionist people or the organizations, whoever are there as a representative body, they should go into depth of it, understand it, analyze the points of action in a collaborative way so that a consensus could be built between the two with a focus as to how to improve productivity, how to improve cohesiveness in the industry, how to improve industrial harmony, how to improve employee engagements, so on and so forth. So, my sincere suggestions to the employers to get into industrial relation or employee relations in a more strategic way than firefighting way. For that purpose, it is better to have second, third, fourth view, engage a consultant who are not part of the industry or neither of the party. They should be judicious, they should be transparent, they should survey the total scenario both from the management angle and from the employee or trade union angle, then as also cross industry level wherever possible. Doing that, the industry or industrial relation could be made on a solid foundation for adding value to the organization's overall productivity, overall efficiency and effectiveness, and overall contribution in the top and bottom line in the business. Having said that, my sincere request to the organizations, more particularly where the trade union is very much active, employee relations are in strain, employers are suffering from lot of obstacles in the present competitive scenario, to engage a consultant and ask them or ask him or ask the team to go into the depth of it with an open mind, so that they can share without any fear what is needed, what to do and what not to do, what to do and how to do, so that industrial harmony is maintained, opinion differences are reduced, industrial strain is reduced, people are satisfied, people are mentally peaceful, and they feel security of their jobs in the organization. So, last but not the least is that impartial, transparent, trust-based, principle-based atmosphere creation is the necessity of the day. Normally and factually, internal resources of industrial relations does not have so much of courage, or does not have so much of guards, or does not have so much of aggressiveness or positiveness in arguing with the employers, because they are bosses. They have their limitations, they have their fear psychosis to lose the job, so they prefer more of a firefighting than go for strategic drive. And to say the truth to the management, they normally tries to remain in the defense mode, not in the assertive mode or positive mode. That is the reality, and they have no choice as well, for very many reasons, which employers also understand, the concerned industrial relations people also understand. So the remedy remains: engage a consultant, get him in the job, let him do the base works from the root cause to the action plan and implementation, with support of both internal industrial relations fraternity or HR fraternity, as also the management in a collaborative way. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If I can be useful for any organization to support in this paradigm, in this situation, in the matter of industrial relations survey and other activities, I will be happy and I will be glad to contribute in the success of the industry for now and future. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My mobile number is 93319 Repeat, 93319 Thank you. Thank you very much. With all submissions, I am looking forward to hear from you. Thank you.